I'm Carl with Apt, and these are the Audioengine HD3 wireless speakers. Now in this video we're going to take a closer look at the design and the features that make these speakers something worth considering for your home. These are speakers that you're going to really often see used with computers, but what makes this setup so nice is that they also offer wireless connectivity with Bluetooth, and they look really good, so they'll fit in with most homes decor. So let's start off by taking a look at the outside of the speaker. They're really compact in size. They're 7 inches high, 4¼ inches wide, and 5½ inches deep. And the case is available in 3 different colors: satin black, which we're looking at right here, walnut, or cherry wood, and all 3 of them look really great. They've also got aluminum accents on the front along the bottom. On the left speaker you're going to find a volume knob and a headphone jack, kind of in the same area together. They use a standard fabric grill that doesn't really stand out much, but it's held in place by magnets, so it's really easy to take off and put back on. On the back of the left speaker is also where you're going to find all your other connections. Here you have stereo analog inputs and outputs. There's a stereo mini plug input. There's a USB computer audio input if you want to bypass the computer's DAC and use the one that's built into this for your headphones. Great idea to do that. There's also a bass reduction switch if you choose to hook up an external subwoofer, as well as your power supply connection and a spot for your wireless antenna to plug in. Now this antenna is going to allow for use with Bluetooth up to around 100 feet, but obviously that'll depend on the setup of the area where they're going. Not everyone's going to have the same results in that regard. Then you've got the connections labeled output to passive speaker, and on the right speaker there's going to be inputs labeled input from powered speaker. You're going to need to run speaker wire between these two to connect them, but don't worry, because Audioengine is kind enough to supply you with a 6½ set of speaker wires, and they have banana plugs on each end to make connecting them super simple. Now that being said, if you need them further apart than about 6½ feet, you can run regular speaker wire. They just provide you with that one right in the box, so that's nice. So as far as looks and connections go, this pair of speakers is really appealing in both areas. I would have liked to see an optical input on here too, just in case somebody wanted to hook these up to a TV that didn't have an analog audio out, but I suppose you can't really have everything and still keep the price point at a reasonable level. Now, how do these sound, you might ask? For their size, I think they sound great. You get a 2¾ inch Kevlar woofer and a 3/4 inch silk dome tweeter. The highs sounded really sharp and direct, and the mids really seem to pick up right where they should and kind of fill in that soundstage really well. Bass was even surprisingly effective for a speaker of this size too. These are tiny, and the bass was much bigger than what the speakers might look like they'd provide. Now that being said, if you love bass, you may still want to consider hooking up a separate sub, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. Just they do a pretty decent job. I was really impressed with these. I've listened to speakers that cost a whole lot more and didn't sound really, honestly, nearly as good as these, so that's a win in my book. As for the cost, I wouldn't call these budget speakers, but you do get a lot for your money, and if you pick them up from Apt, we also have free shipping in the contiguous US. So if you're someone who's looking to add some speakers that look and sound great to your home, these are going to be an option you definitely want to consider. Their compact size allows them to fit a variety of different places, and playing music through them is simple with all the available wired connections and Bluetooth. Not only that, but if you have a TV with an analog output, you can attach these to get quality that really rivals soundbars that cost a whole lot more. And like I said before, these wouldn't be considered budget speakers, but cost really takes a backseat to sound quality on this setup. So have you guys had a chance to listen to these speakers in person? What'd you think? Make sure to let us know in the comments section below. For more information about the Audioengine HD3 speakers, make sure to click on the link in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube to see all the great products here we carry at Apt.